Hello, in this video I will guide you through the process of how you can create students account. So there are basically two different approaches. The first approach is for new students entering into the school, where they have to go through the admission process and they will have to take entrance, interview, and maybe other steps in the admission process that is being defined by the school. So we will be looking at that later in another video. We'll be looking at how we can be able to create those students account. But in this video, we will concentrate on students that are already enrolled into the school but do not have an account in the WIDA Integrated School Management System. So we will concentrate on how we can be able to create their account in the WIDA ISMS. Okay, so before we proceed, let me ask you to please subscribe to this channel, like the video, and make comment to the video. So without much ado, so let us jump into the school admin's dashboard. Okay, so by that we will come and sign in. Okay. Okay, now we are in the school admin's dashboard. So let us change the theme. Let us use the white theme. Okay. All right, so what we will do is to scroll down to student in the dashboard menu. Here we scroll down to student services. Student services, you have student. So we're going to click here and you will have a sub menu, a lot of sub menu items here appearing. Under that you have student profile. So we click on the student profile. Okay, so currently we have only 2 students that are enrolled into the current year, and they are of the grade 1 class. Okay, it's 2 students in grade 1 class. So these are the students that are currently in the system for this current year. All right, so what we will want to do is here you have 2 methods to this approach. The first one is if you want to create an account for an individual student. One way that you can do that is to come here where you have add new students. So when you click here, this will appear, this will open up, and you have this page opening up. This is where you can be able to collect the information of the students. You can put in the student first name, middle name, last name, the student email address. Of course, this email address must be a unique email address. You have the username, the password, and you name all of these things you have to put in, especially for this information where you have the asterisk in red here. They are compulsory fields that you have to enter. You could also upload the student image, and as you provide these informations, then you click here create, and then automatically that student account will be created. And upon the creation of that student's account, here the status of that student is approved, so that student will be automatically approved into the system. Okay, so in addition to that, you can come here, you can click here as well to find to provide other informations. Okay, here currently it says add basic information first, so you have to add this basic information first. After that, you can click here and add other details and add other informations regarding the student. So that is just the first way that you can be able to add individually. You can create individual students here using this approach. But there is a more simpler approach that I will always recommend to schools. Okay, that is here. They say import students using Excel file. Okay, so this method is one of the most convenient method that I would recommend to schools. Whether you have 1 student, you have multiple students, once they are in the same class, you can use this method to have their account created just at once. Okay, so before you do that, there's a few information you need to know. Let us click here. Let's click here, and then we have this to say Excel format. Column names should be accordingly. Okay, so what we are saying here is when you get into the Excel spreadsheet, you should make sure that from column A to column E, you have column A, you have first name, and B is middle name, C is last name, email, and gender. Okay, so you have to make sure that the columns, the 5 columns, must have the inscriptions as exactly as written in this table. Okay, so note this, that in this column you have first name, and there is no space between the first and the name. And one thing that you observe as well is the first letter for the spelling of first is a capital letter, and the first letter for name is also a capital letter, but there is no space. So you must write them just as you see them in this table in the Excel spreadsheet, and that is in the first row. That will be serving as the header row. Okay, then after that, the next row, now you will have the student first name written here, the middle name, the last name, the email, and the gender. So you can just proceed with that in that order. And if you have 100 students in that class, and you can just input this information accordingly. And that's the Excel file you are going to upload here. If you see here, you say browse, so you only click here and go on the computer and upload that Excel file. So here also, this is an information you need to know. You will click here to select the class that you will be uploading. So remember, when you are developing an Excel spreadsheet, you must make sure that you have you create the spreadsheet on a class by class basis. So we'll go and just do an example. Let us go to Excel and see what we can do with some examples. Okay, so you come here to Excel, and this is column A. You make sure that you have first name. All right, you have middle name, you have last name, you have email, then gender. Okay, so this is how it is like. This is how it has been written. So this is the header. So now you will go ahead and you write the student's first name. Let's say James Jala. Okay, so this student does not have a middle name, so you leave that field. Okay, then you create an email. Okay, so if the student have an email, of course you can use the email, but we've realized that a bulk of the students currently do not have email addresses in most of the schools. So what you can do here is you can develop a fake email. Okay, so for the sake of the account creation process, you can develop a fake email. So we are going to develop a fake email for this student. All right, so we say James. Okay, we can say James 001. All right, so let me just say this is a trick that I try to employ, because email addresses must be unique. Okay, not two individuals cannot have the same email address, so email addresses must be unique. But one good thing also is it is very possible that in the school you will have 2 or 3 students bearing the same name. Okay, James Jala. You will have James Jala in first grade and also have James Jala in another class. That is possible. So if you created the email addresses using the first name, there's a possibility that when you get to the other class, you will also create that James Jala again the same way. Okay, so I have employed this mentor that you start when you begin with your creation process. You always start with 001, or you could just have names and numbers, and these numbers can begin from maybe 1 and going upwards. So by that, even if you have James Jala and the next James Jala will not have this number, so it means each of the students will have a unique email address. So you have James 001 at ata2.com. Okay, so this is an email. The gender is he's a male student, MALE. is a male student. Okay, so you can go ahead and just create. So I already created some for the first grade. You have James Jala here. I created this already. And you have Koto cover. The email is created already. As you can see, so James is 001, Koto is 002, and the next person, Perry, is 003. Just like that until you go down the line. So you will realize that even if you have another James Jala, when he comes, maybe the next one will be another James Jala. If it comes James, it will be 004. So they will not have the same email address. Okay. All right. So now you have a first grade. This is the second grade. This is the third grade. This is just a sample. This is just a trial. Okay. So you have those classes like that. So let us remove this. Let's delete this. Let's delete this. Okay, yes. All right, so you have this. So what you're going to do now is just to have it saved. You can save it to the computer. Let's save it to the desktop. Let us have it saved to the desktop. Student names. Okay, on the desktop, so you have it saved. All right, so you remember this is the first grade class that is open. So this class that is open, when you upload this file, this is the name. These are the names that will be uploaded, not these ones. So if you want to upload first grade, you come and open the first grade. So we can close this and get back here. Then we go and we say choose file. So when you come to choose file, of course, you will get to the computer. You look for the file that we just created. Let's look for the file that we just created. Okay, student's name. We upload that file. Yes, the file is uploaded. Then which class? Of course, the first one we had is first grade. So this is first grade. We choose first grade. Then you say input. Wait. Oh, okay. So 3 record has been inputted successfully. All right. So the 3 records in the first grade, they have been inputted successfully. How do we see that? Let us come here to student profile list. So you will have the list. Initially, we had 2 persons in the system. Then we have added 3 persons as well. So now there are 5. So you see here there are 5 students. All 5 of them are in the first grade class. So these are the students. Then we can go back again. Let's go back to upload the second grade students. So before you do that, you must go and open the Excel file. Students, okay, open the Excel file, and then open the Excel file, because we have all of the schools in the Excel workbook. So you will come now and open up grade 2. All right, so grade 1 is closed, grade 2 is now open. You can also save it. Yeah, close it, and let us go back again and upload our file. Let's upload it. Let's look for the file again. Okay, this is it. All right, then we say grade 2. This is grade 2 input, and you wait. Input. Okay, 3 record has been inputted successfully. So let us see that those were students of grade 2. So if you come here, now you have 3 students of grade 2 here. Okay, so these are the 3 students. Then you can do the same again for the grade 3 students. Then we will go back again to the Excel file, open it up, open the Excel file up, and then open grade 3. Okay, then you have it saved again, close it, then get back again to your dashboard, select grade 3, and then upload the file once more. Let's search for the file. Okay, upload the file, import, wait a little bit, and of course the say 3 record have been imported successfully. Let us see those names. Okay, so you have grade 3. These are the 3 names in that grade 3. So as you enter these students into the system through this method, automatically their accounts have been created, and then automatically they have been assigned as well to the various classes. So if you went to the classes, you will be able to see these students as well. Okay, the next one is we need to make sure that because when students accounts are created, automatically the email addresses that have been provided, a message is normally sent to those email addresses with the login credential, with those email. But because they are fake email addresses, it means the students will not have the opportunity to have these emails in their on their computer or on their phones, whereby they will be able to access their login credentials. So what you have to do as the school admin, you need to come here for each of the students one at a time. You click there, and then you click on this action button. When you click on this action button, this detail page, detail edit student profile page is going to open, and then here you can see all of the detail of that student. You can also add other details that we did not add initially in the account creation process, like the date of birth, the nationality. Then you have the leverage to add these informations at your own time, at your own pace. Okay, but one thing that is very important is you need to come here to account. So you click on account, and let's see what we can see on our account. So on our account here, you have the email address, the username, and the password. Okay, so for this password, even you as the administrator, you cannot see this password because it's not visible. You can only see the dots. Okay, but one thing you can do is you can also change them. And this password and the username was generated. They were all generated automatically by the system when you were creating their accounts, when the students' account were being created. So what you can do now is to come and change these username and the password. Let's say, for example, for this person is Mary, M-R-Y. You can use Mary for the username, and you come here, delete this, and put in a password. Remember this password. Maybe you can simply Mary. Okay, you could say 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. Okay, you can remember that. Then the day the account was created, you select that, then you say update. Okay, update. Okay, Mary account has been created. You know the username is Mary and the password is 1 to 8. So you can be able to take this information from here and you can pass this information on to Mary. So Mary can now use this information to log into her account, and we will do that right now. Let's go to this browser and see if we can log into 8082.wida.co. all right, let's see if sign in. Just wait. Okay, here you put in the username Mary 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. The password, click. All right, okay, I will say no. Okay, so this is Mary's dashboard. Can you see that, how powerful this is? Okay, this is Mary's dashboard. Mary is a student, and this is Mary's dashboard. Okay, so if you see here, this is the dashboard, user dashboard. This is Mary's dashboard. Oh, Mary's dashboard. This is Mary Paul. This is Mary Paul's dashboard. Mary Paul now has her fresh new account under the Widow RSMS. All right, so that's how you can be able to create a student's account using this approach, and I would recommend this to all students or all schools. You can use this approach to create a student's account, the entire class, just in seconds, so that they can be able to have access to their fresh new account on their phone or on their computer, where they can go. So here now they can come, the student can come here as well and be able to change their password to the one that they want, they love. Okay, so they can change their password here. This is current password. You put in the current password, new password, confirm password. You do that and you say change. So you can change your password now as a student, and that information is with you. Okay, so that's how the account creation process is like for students that are already enrolled into the school. All right, so thank you, and we see in the next video.